Earlier in the week, I created a LinkedIn post about the importance of preparing for discovery sessions. Equally as important is what you do when you return to the office after that discovery session. So there's a few things that I personally do post-discovery. The first thing is that I'll summarise the discovery on an email back to the attendees. So just listing out the main key points of the discussion that we had. Within that email, I'll also list out any actions we took. So actions for myself, actions for my colleagues, but also actions maybe for the person that we held the discovery meeting with. And then finally in that email, I'll list out the expected next steps as well. I find that approach helps make sure that everybody's on the same page. So often it will start some discussion, so people know what their actions are. They'll take their actions. They'll respond quickly. They'll also chime in with their own takeaways from the meeting as well. So that kind of round robin post discovery email is really important to me. The next thing I'll do is I'll write up my meeting notes. So I try and do this within longest 24 hours after the discovery session. I'll sit down and write the meeting notes up. When you're in the middle of a meeting, you often want to be engaging with the person that you're having that meeting with, and sometimes you don't get to write all the notes you'd like, and often, certainly for me, my notes are a little bit disorganised and a little bit all over the place. So just spending that kind of half an hour, 20 minutes maybe, just to tidy up your notes and make some bullet points about what the key points were, especially as I know that my discovery documents are going to be used by my colleagues later on in the process to get an understanding of what was discussed. The final thing that I do is when I'm lucky enough to have a transcript of the meeting. So if it's been done remotely and we've done it over a Teams recording, for instance, the transcript from the Teams recording, I will use that to make sure that my notes are as accurate as possible. So you can choose your AI tool of choice, but I'll put the transcript into the AI tool, and I have several prompts that I reuse to help me make sure that my notes and my memory haven't failed me. So it'll be things like I'll say, hey, hi AI, please read the attached transcription and summarize the contents in group bullet points. Really simple one, but that will get me some output that I can check. I might also specifically prompt for when somebody, so when a meeting attendee discussed particular weaknesses with an existing system or particular problems with a process. So you can craft your prompts to look through that transcript and get out at that content and summarize it for you. I might also do things like prompt myself as a memory aid to say, tell me where in the transcripts I spoke to this person about this topic, and again maybe ask it to give me a summarised bullet point list as well. And I find that really helps make sure that I haven't missed anything in the conversation, and also helps me to get my notes into good order, and that AI might uncover some interesting weaknesses, strengths, business objectives, all those sorts of things. Really helps me be able to get my notes accurate and to get my thinking about the conversation in line with where it should be. So those are the things. Prepare for that meeting really well. Make sure you're not wasting people's times and you've done your time and you've done your homework up front. But then also when you get to that post-meeting debrief session, then get an email out to the attendees with the 3 points that I mentioned earlier on. Use AI to your advantage where you can, and just make sure that your notes and your thinking is completely up to date. I hope this helps.